Hello everyone, my name is Spuky and welcome back to World of Horror. We're going to try this again. Last time we kind of really wanged it up, but I've been paying attention to my recordings and noticed a couple things that I, for whatever reason, just didn't pick up last time that I think are really going to help me out with my gameplay here. Let's change up the visuals. I figure we'll just try a different palette each time and see what we can... Woo, that's a real bold. There's some pretty good options in here. Let's go with this. This looks pretty good. So what I want to try to do this time is take a look at the customized playthrough so we can actually kind of change some options here as we're going through. One of the core ideas behind World of Horror is modularity, allowing you to mix and match various card packs with different content. Simply select card packs you want to be included and continue by pressing the arrow on the bottom. Okay, so it seems like I haven't unlocked anything, so it really doesn't matter here, except for more students, so we'll keep going with that. One last thing, a tall man left a suitcase for you this morning. He said you will know the password. I wonder what that could mean. Okay, this is setting your seed. Let's just hit random a couple times and continue. Get all this standard stuff out of the way. Okay, so we can select our character here. So we've got Aiko, Haru, Mizuki, and Kuji, and it looks like we've got a whole ton of locked characters here. We can also set that to be random. So this is the character that we have been playing with. Aiko, barely surviving after a ghost of a drowned man kept her underwater. She's determined to solve the mystery. Plus dexterity, minus knowledge, and starts with a combat speed bonus. That seems pretty good. What do we have for backstory here? Nothing? World of Horror? No other options? Item statistics randomization is off. Timeline A, timeline B. Let's stick with timeline A for now until I fully understand what's going on with that. So this is the character we have been playing as. Her stats sound really good, but let's see what our other options are. Kairi, could the ghost following her be in any way connected with all the weird events happening in town? She's got plus knowledge, minus strength, and starts with one random spell. Haru, robbing that old abandoned manor was a mistake. With his friends dead and mutilated and a vengeful horror chasing him too, no speed is too high. High strength, low knowledge, starts with cigarettes. Mizuki, what a strange world we live in where stopping an ancient evil is the easiest way of boosting your career. She's got high charisma, low strength, and starts with a random ally. And then Koji, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. The government won't sweep this one under the rug. High perception, low dexterity, starts with a camera. So actually, I kind of like the character that we've been playing as the best. I will consider trying out some of the other characters, but I'm going to actually stick with this for now. Classic mode. That's my only option. So we're going to classic mode. Oh, gods are awakening. Your only chance of survival is solving 5 different mysteries. Okay. Additional modes will unlock as you progress. I have not progressed very much, apparently. Somewhere a group of people gathers trying to awaken their master. So I can actually choose my old god, and it looks like I've got a bunch of locked ones here as well. So we've got Thakaratsu, the spider god. This is the one that means you can't run. Ithotu, the devouring fire. Both your damage and your enemies is increased. Athulosth, the towering eye. The mad god favors astronomers and magicians, granting them its gift of power that unknowingly brings Athulosth's bloated body closer and closer to Earth. Casting spells costing reason increases doom instead. And Goizo, the thing forsaken by God. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through the glass. and the glimpses behind your reflections are just the beginning of a real nightmare. Let's see. Resting increases doom penalty. Okay. So, based on how I've been playing so far, it seems like the easiest options are either going to be the Spider God here, where I can't run from combat. As much as I said the first time that I didn't like that, I don't think I've ever actually ran from combat, so that might be a good option. Or this one, where both my damage and my enemy's damage is increased. Although, this one seems like it would have basically no effect on me. Casting spells cost reason. I have not messed around with spells yet, and I didn't pick the spell character. So, I'm actually going to go with this one, because this seems like it's going to have basically no effect on me. So let's go with this. Media reports on various people with seemingly supernatural skills. Could it have any connection with the news about stars disappearing from the night sky? Okay, so casting spells raises doom instead of its normal cost. I've learned a new spell. Okay, I'm not sure why I started with the spell. I did not pick the character that starts with the spell, but that's okay. What is the spell? Book of Gore. Where's my spells? Book of Gore. +3 reason and stamina, and add 1 random injury. Okay, that might actually come in handy. Okay, so I start with no keys. I think the thing where I started with 1 padlock open the one time had something to do with picking the easier starting option. So, no padlocks open. Empty mailbox. So I'm here in my home. Now, I have been made aware that I can actually click on certain objects in these scenes. I haven't been trying to do that at all. So I can open the drawer, and I found an empty bottle. So that should make some of these encounters a little bit easier, knowing that there's like some options that I've been ignoring. I can open the curtain. Is it going to rain? I can't turn off the lights. Let's start with a bath, and let's go with warm water for an experience boost, because I'm already at my maximum stamina and reason. Can I click anything over here? Inside the figurine, you find some money. Yeah, so this is like kind of maybe an important factor of the game that I've completely missed out on. Watch some TV. Local police are helpless as more and more victims with their throats slashed turned up in the downtown area. I don't have any VHS cassettes. Oh, is there something there? Turn off. Okay. Oh, and I can use the phone. Nothing. It would probably be the Japanese emergency number, which I actually don't know off the top of my head. Maybe I will look that up and try that sometime soon. Okay, so we got some funds. We got an empty bottle. Got some extra stuff. Let's see what mysteries we've got today. We've got the eels, the school scissors, moonlight sailors, rotten report of a rancid ramen. That's a new one. And bizarre brute of the blood-curdling botanist. That is also a new one. That one's got 4 endings. Okay, so let's go with the scissors first. Here's my thinking. The scissors weapon is really strong. So I'm going to go with this first, and we'll get the that good weapon. We already know what's going on with this. Oh, but you know what I didn't think about is that locks me into the school. And I should have bought some kind of weapon first so that I can actually use it to fight the woman. Oh, but I can check out the school lockers, and there's a baseball bat in here, right? Yep. Okay. So that's fine. We've got a baseball bat. Is this all going to be the same every time? Yep. Okay. So now we have a weapon. So all we have to do is use that, take out the slit-mouthed woman, and then we have the cursed scissors, which cost some doom, but is a very good weapon. So that's my plan. That's what I'm going to go with here. Why is it suddenly so dark outside? You stand by the window to take a look. Black smog emerges from the courtyard, coating everything in an oily vapor. Let's run from that window. You run from the window before anything happens and get +5 experience. You feel like something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. Art workshop. Okay, so if you check out the sculpture, you have to fight the headless thing. Let's look at the mask instead. One mask looks similar to the design you saw in an occult book. You decide to take it with you. Faster spiritual actions. Okay. I don't use spiritual actions, so I don't think that that'll actually help. But let's go ahead and equip it, just so it's not taking up space in our inventory. That is, that sure is some mask. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left on the roof. You must hurry and find it. Let's peek outside. Oh, I can already see something poking out there. Hi! Hi! How are you doing? Alright. I don't think that that does anything, but it's kind of neat. Set to the clear blue sky, you see the bloated corpse of a long-forgotten deity looming over the school's roof. The barrier between worlds is coming apart. You must hurry or risk being noticed by whatever other Eldritch horrors still lurk here. Last time I sneaked, and that did it for me. I'm going to try that again. Oh, but I failed this time. You raise your head in time to see Athiolzeth's single eye glaring down at you. You scream as your mind is flooded with forbidden knowledge, and your skin is etched with ancient runes and curses. +20 experience, but plus a curse. So what do I got here? Casting spells raises doom. Okay, so that mostly won't affect me. It would be really bad if I was trying to cast spells this run, because spells already cost doom because of the old god. Found the blessed chalk. You can copy the sigil as best as you can on the blackboard. I'm still unsure of how to find the correct sigil, so I don't know if there's something that I should be doing that will let me figure out how to draw that properly. Oh, here's a new one. You stumble upon the computer room. This is a good opportunity to check the school's database to look for anything that might help with your investigation. Yeah, let's go ahead. You find a curious text file containing occult instructions. You delete it, preventing anyone from trying it. -2 doom. I didn't really have very much doom to begin with, but, you know, that's fine. What you thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly moves. As it stands up, a cloud of white powder is released into the air. Oh dear, forgotten specimen. Okay. So now I kind of better know what I'm doing here. Let's, it's going to do reason damage. It's got 14 hit points, 20 power. So I'm going to check it out and then hit it. It's a plant, and it's weak against blunt. That's perfect. A body of unknown sea creature floating gently in a jar of formaldehyde. Let's see. Enemy seems to be weak against this type. You're forced to attack yourself. Interesting. I didn't see how much damage that dealt. That's unfortunate. I wish it would say. Can I pull a second? I can do a second attack, but not with a prep on it. Looks like it worked. We've got an item. Lump of flesh. +5 stamina adds a new status. Slimy and smelly, what is it? It's pulsating slowly in your hand. That, depending on the status that it adds, that could be fantastic. I am glad to have found that. Okay, everything's ready for the ritual. Let's go ahead and perform the ritual. Okay. Sigil was wrong, but I already knew that. There's no point in learning more about this. I already know her weakness is blunt, and that's what I've got. So we're going to just go ahead and go straight into attacking. Let's see. 4. Okay. So it does actually tell me here. So this is 6 damage with a 47% chance. I've got 47% either way. 6 damage for the strong attack, 4 damage for the weak attack. So if I prep and do 2 weak attacks, I have... That's how I would do the maximum amount of damage. Because I can't do 2... Yeah. Yeah, so prepping in 2 is going to be my maximum, but I've only got a less than 50% chance to hit on the second attack, which I don't like. Also, I realize you can throw items. So I could throw this bottle, and it doesn't cost any action time. But the empty bottle is going to be useful for that sailor's quest, so I'm going to leave that, and we're going to go ahead and go with this. Yeah, see, I missed my second attack, so that didn't help me very much. Let's... See, dodging and bracing both take a real long time. Let's try it out. So if I do that, I can't... If I do that, I can't guarantee a hit, but I can increase it a few times. So that's 40... These adds 10%, so 40, 50, 60, 70. So that's that gives me a pretty decent chance to hit. Just keep doing it like that. Uh-oh, you sustained a new injury, slit mouth. -1 charisma, -1 strength. Okay, I think the scissors that I'm going for are a dexterity-based weapon. So I think that won't hurt me that much in the long run. So I think I'll be okay with that. Charisma I'm not that worried about either, so I didn't know that could happen though. I don't appreciate that very much. Let's hit her with something a little stronger. I can't... Yeah, if I hit with the strong attack, I can't do anything else, is the problem. But doing only 4 damage a turn is not doing it. Let's just go all out with our attacks. Now a strong attack will kill her. I'm very hurt. Not a great start here. But I got the scissors. We're going to go ahead and equip those. And we leveled up. Let's see what we got. +1 perception, +1 luck. Smaller doom penalty from running from combat. Well, none of those are great. I'm going to re-roll those. See if we get something better. +1 luck. Regain 1 stamina for all past event skill checks. +1 knowledge. I'm going to re-roll one more time. I'm not going to keep doing this. Fast swimmer. This is actually what I wanted. Faster offensive actions. +1 dexterity also seems good. Let's go with fast swimmer. And let's... Actually, let me... I see this. I want to make sure this is a dexterity-based weapon. Is there a way to see that? There isn't. I'm assuming that this is a dexterity-based weapon, so... I can't look at my other stuff. So, let's go with... Let's pump that dexterity up higher. Yes, okay, so this is slower. Oops. Alright, what did we get? The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. It must be the radio mast failure. What does that actually do? It doesn't say. So, nothing, presumably. That's good. Let's go home. Take our key. Take a shower. Let's get our reason is lower. So we're going to take a cold shower. So here is where... Let's unlock this lighthouse, too. It is... You can see up here which key it is, so it's padlock B. Watch the TV. You can't get any signal from the outside world. What's happening? Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's nice that that reflects that, I guess. Look at my peephole. Somebody's watching me. Okay. Don't get anything else out of there. Can't see anything outside. We're going to start another mystery. So I feel like I should do the eels next because it's a simple one and has potential to get me a follower, I believe. I know it's not new content, but I feel pretty strongly that I'll survive. So we'll go with this. Did you know that weird dude is back? You know, the one who studies fish? Aren't you curious what weird fish he bring home this time? Okay. Now, what I have missed previously is that I can go back home and use this option to rest, and this is how I'm supposed to be regaining my health. I have not been doing that before. I've been trying to go to the hospital for some reason, and it's obviously not doing it. Okay, so I don't need to buy... Actually, I do. Let's go downtown. I don't need to buy a weapon, but I do need some other items. Camera, backpack, sewing kit, cigarettes, energy drink. Reroll. Not much. But let's pick up, since I've got a whole bunch of funds, let's go ahead and pick up the backpack. Okay, that takes up my... Oh, dear. Oh, I'm messed up. So that takes up my armor slot. I guess I didn't really realize that. But this isn't doing anything for me, because this is faster spiritual actions. Doesn't do anything for me. It just kind of looks cool. Can I sell that? Yeah, let's sell that. Let's sell the bat. I'm going to keep the empty bottle and the lump of flesh. And actually, this is probably costing me time to do it, but I do want to... Yeah, costume to enter. You know what? Never mind. I want to click the dog the next time I'm in there, now that I know that you can click on stuff. See if that does anything. Let's just go ahead and start. Let's work on this. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Let's go ahead and read those. Staying up late investigating the current case has really increased your electricity bill. Oh, darn. Dude's working at school, right? We should break into his office. What do you mean we shouldn't? No, I agree with you. We should. Catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. The twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. The neighbor's office at school was empty. You did find a few jars, all filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protest, Kana decides to take a jar home. We'll get on to the new content soon enough. Actually, this is new. Takahashi, you hear a chipper voice shout during a jog around the area. You turn your head to see another one of your teammates in casual clothes smiling, blissfully unaware of everything going on. What's up, Captain? Notice anything weird lately? After a bit of playful coaxing, you convince her to join you for another lap or two. The extra competition motivates you to push yourself harder. You wrap up your workout tired but satisfied with yourself. Alright, is this eel even alive? Okay, so if I remember correctly, listening to this guy increases your knowledge, but also increases doom. And our doom is going up at a dramatic rate. Actually, that's kind of bad because we've got the doom increasing weapons too. So I'm not going to take that. We're going to hang up. You put down the phone, a little shaken up. Just how many people did that odd man call today? And I lost some reason, which is unfortunate. Kana was right. Somebody tried to burn some papers. That must have been in a hurry because some of the papers look salvageable. Okay, it's this guy. So he does 1 stamina damage. So if I brace for impact, he'll do nothing to me. But that takes a large amount of time. Actually, that seems like it took less than what it said it was going to. Huh. That's good, though. I can guarantee a hit. That was 10 health, so I can get him in a couple turns. And let's see. He bashes me in the head with his baseball bat, but he didn't do anything because I braced. No, he's still dealing 1 damage, though. So I guess maybe it doesn't round in my favor the way that I assumed it did, which is real unfortunate. But if he's going to do that, I may as well not brace and just keep going for attacks. Although it doesn't matter at this point, because now I've got him. He dropped his baseball bat. Thanks, I already had one of those. I'm just going to sell that back off. I can't do anything with burnt notes. There must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. Let's take another rest. And investigate the seaside. Okay, so last time I tried to recruit allies. I don't know what the allies are doing very much for me. Warehouse job is going to increase my funds, but I'm doing good at that. So let's try praying at the temple. I don't know what that's going to do. It doesn't matter if you believe or not. The smell of burning incense and old wood calms you down. +2 reason. Awesome. Thinking about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment, you go to sleep. Spend the entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell is she? Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Okay, so Kana is in the bedroom. Going to the bathroom, I think, is a bad idea. That's only going to make me see the dead body. So let's go to the bedroom, and this time let's go ahead and cut her eye open. It costs 3 reasons. Oh, I have to actually do it. Okay. Oh, that's disturbing. Shocked, you see countless tiny eels crawling out of your friend's eye in all directions. Would Kana even survive the blood loss? You rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and you collapse in a chair in the waiting area. Wake up, dude! You've been sleeping for over 3 hours! You groggily open your eye to see your friend. Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, eh? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon, but thank you for saving my life. Still process the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay their eggs in eyes. Sitting with your friend Kana before your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying your neighbor's place. Okay, so that was ending A. I got 30 experience, -3 doom, and +1 day. The imposing shadow casted by the old lighthouse is getting longer each day. Lighthouse gets 1 additional floor. I don't entirely know what that means, but it sounds bad. Okay, so I do have Kana with me now. Receive -1 damage during combat encounters. That's fantastic. That's amazing. That seems really good. Can I talk to Kana? Did you hear the... Never mind. Okay. Got a key. Let's take a bath. My stamina is lower, so we're going to go with hot water. Still no signal on the TV. Nobody through the peephole. Alright. So, we've got the sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors, rotten report of a rancid ramen, and bizarre bruit of the blood-curdling botanist. We're going to go with one of the new ones. Let's try out the rancid ramen this time. Out of thin air, a brand new ramen restaurant opens in town. It's adored by everyone. Once people take a bite, they can't stop. Day and night, the queue stretches out the door. The shambling customers stuff themselves dish after dish, while the blind owner sits silently behind the counter, grinning and polishing his gleaming knives. You're determined to discover what makes this ramen so enticing. What is its true power? Dog meat? Human meat? Flesh of the gods themselves? Watching the local news, you spot a familiar street. It's a feature about the newest ramen shop. The food critic has a manic look as he describes the ramen. His description makes your stomach churn. Alright. So, we're supposed to investigate the apartments. Kana's with us, so checking on our neighbor isn't going to do anything. Our stats are doing okay, I guess. So, let's just get right on to the investigation. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. "Open up," shouts a deep voice from behind the door. "I know you're there." Let's get closer. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. Luckily, you manage to stand still. After a couple of minutes, the man retreats, probably unsure if you're home after all. +5 experience. You can't see the restaurant through the staircase's window. You watch the door for hours, but never see any of the cooks enter or leave. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. +4 doom. The only true way to investigate is to get into the restaurant yourself. I suppose so. You find an envelope lying on a pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash and a note from someone who has been watching you. They wish you luck in your task and promise to meet you soon. Just how did this envelope find its way into your bedroom? +2 funds, -1 reason. It seems that you are not the only one wanting to try for yourself. You stand in line for hours. Your questions fall on deaf ears and you are shunned. I've got lots of money. Let's check out the store again. Can I get the dog? Okay. Nothing else. What do we got? Backpack, energy drink, cigarettes, steak knife, salt. Deals 8 damage to ghost type enemies. Well, let's get that just because we already wasted our time coming in here. Let's go ahead and drink that energy drink. We'll get +1 dexterity for the mission. Interesting, that counts as discarding an item as well. So does that mean I could use the lump of flesh also and then finish that mini quest? I'm just concerned about the new status that it might add. I've already got some statuses going on. Let's not do that for now. Maybe if we're worse off, we'll try that. Something is wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You better hurry out of here. The smell around the restaurant is overpowering. Grease, rot, and is that blood you can smell? Well, that's not good, is it? Your friend has asked you to meet them at a certain secluded location. Getting there, you find a telescope with a note signed by your friend. The note tells you to look through the telescope. Curious? You check it out. You don't see anything at first, and then you notice it. The bloated body of Athiolzoth is getting closer. +3 doom. It's finally your turn to order. 1 ramen, please. The owner's grin widens. Okay, that event doesn't seem to do anything. The Red Bull is pushed in your face. It's so crowded that you're forced to sit on the floor. Okay. This is a combat encounter. Okay, Obsessed Man. So he's going to do 1 stamina. But, if I'm understanding correctly, let me take a look. Kana has received -1 damage during combat encounters. If he's only doing 1, and she's subtracting 1, I should be taking no damage at all. Whether that's actually true or not, I really don't know. This has a 50% base chance to hit. That's not bad. So, that should really kind of do it. I did miss once, but I still Knocked that out of the park. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, with a slick hand, you fill a vial with the soup and walk out without tasting the weird dish. And we're going to take it to the lab. With the pulling of some delicate strings, you get the ramen into a lab. While handing over the gathered material, you hesitate. What should you send to the laboratory? Just the vial of ramen soup? Or another option that we don't have? A mere day later, your friend rings your door. His face is pale, and in a shaky hand... Her face is pale, and in a shaky hand she holds you an analysis sheet. You usher her in and bolt the door. You feel ill looking at the charts. While they couldn't identify some of the particles, they did discover a highly addictive drug in the broth. The ramen restaurant must be closed immediately. A week later, police and an official stand where the ramen restaurant used to be. Nothing remains but a gap in the street and aimless, confused customers. You'd like to believe that that was the end of it, but snippets in the newspaper from other cities unsettle you. Brief articles about an exciting new ramen restaurant opening and its mysterious owner keep showing up. You can no longer eat noodles without feeling ill. That was ending B. And I leveled up. +1 charisma, smaller doom penalty for running, and +1 knowledge. Let's go with the knowledge. None of those are great, but I don't want it. My doom is actually crawling pretty high, so I don't want to reroll that. Let's go with the knowledge, and let's pump that dexterity one more time. That'll put us at 10, which seems like a pretty good place to be. With more and more students missing, the police has restricted access to the school's building. The library, additional action is disabled. Got another key. Take a bath. Let's go with stamina this time. Our reason is a little bit higher. Okay. We are doing good stat-wise. Our doom is a little bit high, but that's okay. We've got some items that should help us out. Before we go, let's go and use our lighthouse key. What did we get? D? Okay, so the Moonlight Sailors I know is a pretty easy one, pretty low risk, and I don't know anything about this. So while we are good, while everything is good with us, let's check out the new one. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with a new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he, and why would he need so much fertilizer? You've got a business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you something useful. Tell you anything useful. And I can investigate the school twice for a side quest. Let's do that. Let's get some bonus experience. I think what happens is these are optional, but I think they get you bonus experience for doing them. And I feel like this school is a relatively safe place to investigate, so let's go ahead and take care of that while I'm good. Pool is empty. It's dark, but you could swear something suddenly moved under the surface of the water. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. Luckily for you, no horrors lurk in the water. +1 reason. You bump into one of your teammates at the gym. Hey, Takahashi, she says, looking you over with her brows furrowed. Are you doing okay? You've been acting really weird lately, and you look super tired. You shouldn't burden her with everything that's been going on. Yeah, let's go ahead and lie. A new yet undefined species of the cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats, taking over their bodies. Could it have the same effect with other mammals? Cordyceps is that one that it infects like ants and stuff, and then like changes their behavior. Turns them into like zombies, basically. I think. Basically Paris from Pokemon, or Parasect. Okay, let's go ahead and do what we're supposed to be doing. So we're going to investigate this gardening company. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful. Inviting for coffee is going to take a while, and my doom is pretty high, so let's just have a chat. It's certainly nice to meet an old friend after so many years, but you don't learn anything important. I did get +1 reason. Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he was good at what he did. Last month, he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with the address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt, and I'll look for it. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package, but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. This is a dexterity check, I think, and my dexterity is super high, so I think we're good to go here. Yeah, it was. Okay, so we get +8 experience. I'll take it. While the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid, you think you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is nearby. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. Let's check out the shop one last time before I do that. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So I had ignored this previously, but it gets you +2 experience for each investigated location, and that seems like it's going to add up pretty fast. This is actually exactly what I wanted. So let's go ahead and equip that. That goes into slot C. So now my slots are all full. I've got a backpack. I can hold lots of stuff. Got a good weapon. My stats are good. I should be good to go. Let's investigate the village. You had no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly, the guests turn their head in your direction. It's your turn now. I'm gonna, let's see, follow the tradition, try and talk them out of it, fight your way out, or use a local tradition as an excuse. I'm gonna do that. Standing over the corpse, you clap 2 times and bow 3 times. Older mourners seem content with the sacrifice and let you go. You can't shake the feeling that the deceased smiled slightly. +10 experience. That seems like a very good outcome for that. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. Okay, so now I guess I've got to pick a spot to check. Let's go dead center. A parasitic organism burrows under the dark, undulating slowly. I can investigate, or something else that I would need a steak knife for. All nearby trees are connected underground. The main branch leads east. You make a mental note to avoid that region. You stumble on a half-eaten deer carcass. Well, that's unpleasant. A shape shimmers beneath the surface. With a splashy sound, something emerges from the murky depths. Leech Girl. Where is it? Let's learn about Leech Girl. A random chance of losing additional health. Stranged by her jealous girlfriend, she became a food for leeches. Now they are looking for a new host. I'm going to assume that means strangled. So she got killed by her jealous girlfriend. And her body is now filled with leeches that are controlling her. That's creepy. She's only got 2 hit points left, though, so we're good there. The dirt road you've been following suddenly ends. You have to go back. I wonder if there's a way to know where I'm supposed to be looking, or if this is just all random. Dripping tree branches hang over the path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Get lost in thoughts or get a grip? Well, I'm going to try to get a grip. You quicken your pace and leave the menacing path. -1 reason. The dirt road looks promising, but it branches in 2 different directions. Which one is the correct one? Let's go this way. The trees overhead block the sunlight and begin to feel gloomy. Taking a lot of reason damage this time. The suspicious group you've been following is gathered in a nearby forest. They're enacting some sort of ritual in a clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is a large rock. You manage to see some of the faces and hear the names of the group. I think I'm close to leveling up. I think you level up at every 100 experience. Either I'm getting supremely unlucky here, or I just have to explore the whole forest. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with a current mystery? Try to decipher them. You can't tell what the strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in the forest, it'll take some time before you pick up the trail again. That's not good. I'm more than halfway up to my doom meter. Wet splash behind you makes you stop. You slowly turn around to see a young girl slowly walking in your direction. In her eyeball, there's a swarm of disgusting worms. One of them falls to the floor with a wet splash. Infested girl. She's going to do -2 stamina. So, Kana should lower that to 1. Let's learn about her real quick. Kana should lower that to 1, and if I brace, that should... Well, no. We found that that doesn't round in my favor. So I'm not going to bother with it. So we'll just take 1 stamina each turn. That should be okay. Get 2 guaranteed attacks. Those are 7 damage each. Ooh, hold on. This is 10 damage each. Can I... Okay, so as... Oh, my chance to hit is 80%? Yeah, I can just bash her up. This girl's eating too many worm eggs that supposedly keep people slim. It seems like they've hatched in the wrong place. The enemy's weak against this type of weapon. I must have missed one of my attacks. Alright, we gained a level. Let's see what we got. 1 perception, 1 stamina, 1 luck. Let's go with the stamina. And I could go with charisma because that's my lowest stat, or I could... Let's go with strength. Let's kind of specialize here. The strength and the dexterity are both what seems to be used in combat the most, so we'll pump both of those. Still not done with this, so I guess I probably do have to check all of them. No, or I just guessed wrong. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives up and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. I must help him by cutting him up? Oh, wait, hold on. -3 XX damage. -3? Okay, this is weird. Okay, let's see. Protect. This turn the plants will attack you instead of Shiro-san. Lead the gardener. Continue leading the injured man outside. You'll need to perform this action multiple times to leave the mansion. Stop and take a closer look at Shiro-san's injuries. The doorway is blocked by thick branches. You need to find another way out. Okay. Let's just start leading him away. Okay, the plants attack the gardener for -3 health. Okay, I see. The 3XX means that they're not attacking me, they're attacking him. Let's continue leading. He's down to 6 health. The doorway is still blocked. Let's take a closer look at his injuries. The top of Shiro-san's head flies off, revealing his brain. Out of it, the fruiting body of a fungus. And he attacks me. So I did not did not do that correctly, unfortunately. So, oh, damn, he hurt me doing that somehow. He's got 18. He's going to do -3 to all. Whew, boy. Okay. This is 80% chance to attack. Let's see. This is 7 damage. How many times can I do it? 7, 14. Yeah, let's just go all out. We should be able to take him out. That feels like a bad ending to that, though. The fungus dies, and with it the gardener. With no body to grow from, you hope that's the end of it. You finally understand something. The plants weren't attacking you. They were protecting you from the unnatural form of life. Weakened, you stumble out of the mansion, hoping to forget the bizarre bruit of the blood-curdling botanist. Ending B. A weird epidemic keeps staff at the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. Whoops. Let's go back home, get our key. Padlock E. Oh, I had another key that I didn't realize, so I've only got one left. 62%. Okay, we're going to need to rest a few times because I'm not doing so hot. 8 and 9 respectively. We will go ahead and take a bath. Let's get that stamina. And the only one we've got left is the Moonlight Sailors, which, if I recall correctly, is relatively low risk. So he finds, this guy finds an ooze. He's mesmerized by it. Other sailors are finding oozes, and they are also mesmerized by them. Let's do a couple rounds of rest. Okay, now I'm feeling pretty good. We got our compass, we got our backpack, we got our cursed scissors. The only thing I'm worried about is my doom level. And the scissors are probably not helping that. It's getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery, and shadows move in fantastic and unaccountable ways between the tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze on your back. Okay, if I confront this stranger, he's like the graveyard keeper, and he just kicks me out, if I remember correctly. I don't have a shovel this time, so I don't have the option to dig anything. Let's continue looking. You quickly find the tombstone marked with red string. Under a stone, you find a note somebody left for you. And I got 5 experience. Quite nice. I'm not going to discard 2 items. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. It looks like somebody or something tore out his throat. So last time I tried to steal his gun, and it did a bunch of reason damage to me. I can take it this time. But I feel like I'm pretty good on my weaponry, so I'm not going to worry about that. Checking his wounds feels like it would also cause reason damage. Let's escape. Oh, and I gained +2 reason. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacated. Peering in through dusty window, you recoil in shock. It looks like one of the previous owners of this mansion liked to read. Dusty tomes reach the ceiling. You don't have much time, but maybe you could spare some to look through the books. Start with the shelves, check out the table. You don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. I'm already at 71%. Fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. Enter a room full of wooden statues. You're amazed by how realistic some of them look. So realistic, in fact, you could have sworn one of them blinked. What is this goofy motherfucker? Pillar vampire living in the walls? Okay, he's going to do 1 reason. He's got a lot of hit points, though. Let's learn about him. And then just fuck him up. This enemy can regain health with successful strikes. Once a great sculptor, he sacrificed everything to be able to continue his work. Got another level up. +1 luck, +1 charisma, smaller doom penalty. None of those are great. Let's take the luck. And then... and take some strength. Surely somebody else must have caught one of these. You lurk around, hoping to spot one of them. Art workshop. Let's check out the mask again. I did get a different mask this time. +1 damage against human enemies. Oh, it's the clown guy. Okay. I'm not going to equip that. I like what I got already. Surely somebody else must have caught one of these. You lurk around hoping to spot one of them. See who else caught an ooze. You find a heavy tome wrapped in a moth-eaten black velvet in an old locked cabinet. When you remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. Read it, burn it, or take it. Read it's definitely going to cost me some reason. Let's keep it. Let's take it with us. Grabbing a book, you cut yourself on a rusty nail driven through the cover. I got an injury. I don't like that. Coughing. Why would that make me cough blood? Oh, that's bad. I don't want -2 dexterity. Was the item worth it at least? What does this do? Random effect. And costs 2 reason. That doesn't sound great. Let's go to the hospital. I want to get rid of that coughing blood. That's not good. I investigated. Crap. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. Sneak past her. Set trash can on fire. Why is that an option? Sneak past her or let her sleep. I'm gonna let her sleep. You abandon the idea of stealing the patient's document. It will hamper your investigation for sure, but a well-rested nurse means a safer hospital. Oh, okay. Enter the hospital. This is what I meant to do. Okay. Discard +20 experience. Nice. I'll take that. And we didn't get a bad outcome today. Our doom is real high, though. Real worried about that. Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. -2 reason. Young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies between caressing his catch. The beating movements in his arms disturb you. Following a barking sound, you find yourself on a beach surrounded by rocks. Oh, hello, goblin seal? The corrupting influence of the old gods affects all animals. Oh, my chance to hit is 96% now. I'm a beast in combat. After a slow interrogation, the young man manages to stutter out something about an organized fishing trip. Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse carried to the beach by waves. Search the body or escape? I don't think I would search that body. You escape the beach, sure that the crabs won't leave anything but bones. -1 reason. Slip out at night and race towards... I could have sworn that there was a chance to take one of these oozes in an empty bottle last time. Maybe I'm misremembering something. Or maybe it was just a random event that happened with. I thought I needed this empty bottle. Apparently I do not. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light, tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. Hypnotized, you watch as they bob their way out of the harbor. Their lanterns move farther and farther away, and you hear the odd chanting slowly fade with the wind. You stand in the cold until the final boat is out of sight and it's pitch black again. There's nothing to do now. You head home, weird chant still in your head. Ending B. That's the same ending I got last time. Air feels heavy, making it hard to breathe. Your rest action is less effective. That's not great. Okay, that is my final key, though. So, our stats are actually good. Let's go ahead and take a shower. Let's go cold. And now, all we have left to do... Actually, what happens if I hit this button? It was flashing like I still needed to hit it. Nothing. We've got all the mysteries done. So now I need to go unlock that lighthouse. It's going to have an extra floor, I guess. Whatever that actually means. Let's enter the lighthouse. Our doom is real high. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you two things, that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run as far as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing the stairs. I can access storage, rest a bit, or start climbing. My doom is really high and my stats are good, so I'm not going to rest. Let's just start climbing. Anything I can click here? Nope. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped. Wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment, stole all clues and newspaper clippings, and pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them except for one. Select the title of a mystery you investigated as the second one. Let's see. We did the school scissors first. And then we did the eels, right? Because we wanted Kana as soon as we could. Or did we do the ramen first? No, we had Kana with us for the ramen. We did the eels second. You rip out the newspaper clipping of a case you seem to remember. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it and with a buzz, the gate opens. You're stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. Oh, hold on. I can level up. +1 dexterity for sure. And let's also get the strength. Okay, you're stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. Try to reason with her. Not enough charisma. Well, well shit. You try to talk her into allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. You carefully step over her body. -3 reason. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. I don't have a flashlight, so I can't do anything. Let's continue climbing. You decide to brave through the veil. You finally emerge a while later safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. Taking a lot of reason damage. A lot of reason. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in a weird moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes make your eyes itch and water, but to power the gate, you need to disconnect a faulty plug. Disconnect the plug. Weird goo burns your fingers, but you quickly manage to separate the faulty plug and connect to the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens. How many floors are there? I know there's an extra one. Oh, that must be it, huh? No. Maybe? Climbing up the winding staircase, you're stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. The rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking the jacket and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. Takashi-san, the ultimate opportunist. Okay, he's going to do +1 doom. Okay, that's not ideal, but my doom is high, but it's not about to be done. So as long as I can take him out pretty quickly, I should be okay. I do want to know a little bit about him. Our hit chance, 115%. So, guaranteed hit. Let's see. This is 7, this is 10. So that'll do 20. This will do 21. So the regular attacks are still more effective. Also, I wonder if Kana, she reduces damage by 1. I wonder if that'll apply to the Doom, too. Let's check it out. 88%. It does not. No. And he did that twice, apparently. Just give up, kiddo. No, I won't. Weak against blunt. One of the conspirators trying to wake the old gods. Well, he's fucked now. Oh, actually, I probably got the other Doom because I'm using the Cursed Scissors. Okay, we were not quite done. Trial of Blood. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped by a metal gate. The tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. I guess I don't have any other choice. Not enough knowledge. You grab the rods, electricity flowing through your body and burning the nerve endings. The pain is almost unbearable, but with a buzz, the gate opens. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? Did I? Okay, something's going on. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are relieved and collapse on the floor. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You manage to stop the ritual, awakening the Eldritch Old God, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right again. Congratulations, you're safe for now. Awesome, we did it. Level 6, difficulty was Cultist. Chosen timeline A. Doom was 91%. In this run, you've managed to solve 5 mysteries. You saw 28 new events, encountered 10 new enemies, and unlocked 6 new achievements. I don't know if those counts are accurate. I don't feel like I really saw that much new. Okay, so we did it. We actually finished the game, but there's still a lot of stuff to see here, I think. Lots of stuff that I had not previously unlocked. Hopefully I got some stuff there. It does not make it super clear. But we will keep checking this out because I think that there's still a lot of stuff to see, and I'm having a lot of fun really enjoying this. It's very cool. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey, if you liked that video, why not give me a like and a subscribe? And if you didn't like it, go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know why. Thanks for watching.